What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Dumpy I'm coming at you with another video, and with Avowed just around the corner, we are starting to see individuals coming out here and discussing what's going on in the game, considering early access has already begun happening, and also we are starting to see individuals release their reviews of the game. And we can come over here to Shinobi over on X, and you can already see a lot of the access media and shill rag sites have already given the game praise and great scores. You can see from Inverse all the way down to Game React UK already giving it all 9s, Twin Fight giving it an 8, IGN and Game Rant giving it a 7, GameSpot, The Gamer, PC Gamer all giving them 6s, VGC, Slant, Dexerto, Eurogamer, and Games Radar all giving it 4s out of 5s. Metacritic an 80 and OC an 83. So already you're getting the shill rags coming out here saying the game's good, the game's good, the game's good. But in the modern era, shill rags really don't amount for much, considering a lot of the times you know that these websites do this for access and just give blatant reviews because, well, they don't want to hurt anybody's fee-fees. So you oftentimes just have to wait till your preferred streamer or YouTuber comes out here to actually review the game. And, well, I found 3 of them, and guess what? When it comes to some of the commentary on the game, it's at best. And we come right on over here to first off with game ranks. And I've already pulled game ranks down a little bit because I watched their whole review, but I want to give you a general feel for how they did their review at the very end here. And again, this is coming from their own review of the game.
I'm going to be wrong, but I can only speak to my experience. Avowed, again, for me, has been good, but not great. I love playing it. I love running around this world doing stuff. I just didn't really care about the story or the characters or anything.
Didn't really care about the story or the characters. The gameplay's fine, guys. Gameplay's good and interesting. That's fine. Yeah, here is Mr. Matty Plays and his personal review.
I'd say a little differently from others. I really couldn't. So that's my review of Avowed. Yeah, man, it is unfortunately a game that's just good. It's just all right to me. Is it worth your Game Pass download? Yeah, give it a try. You might like it a lot more than me. Is it worth your money? I would say in today's extremely competitive RPG market, as someone who is just coming off of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and looking at the slew of other titles in February, that Avowed really doesn't stack up.
Avowed really doesn't stack up. And he goes on to further say, hey, yeah, put it on your buy later list if you even want to buy it. It's just good. But my personal favorite one comes from right here from Luke Steffens, in which he says this at the very beginning of his video.
This is one of the most frustrating reviews I've made in a long time. Not because I dislike Avowed, I actually really like the game and I think it's pretty good, but rather because it's one of the most broken games I've ever had the displeasure of trying to finish.
All 3 of these have said, well, it's good, but it's lacking. And when it comes to even Luke Steffens, and I didn't even get it, but back here during Mr. Matty Plays, he even says the game's broken. Both these 2 people have said the game's broken and isn't really worth the purchase right now. Heck, we can come over here to a later moment within Luke Steffens' own review, in which he openly says this.
Purples and pinks and greens. I just really dislike the art direction.
It's good to know that, because now we can fundamentally see that the art director can quietly go off into retirement and deal with the bears the way he wants to. Because you have to remember who this guy was. Avowed art director Matt Hansen wants to remove the too many crusty white dudes in the video game industry. Yeah, and he famously tweeted this out. Reminder to black artists out there who are looking for portfolio reviews or job advice. My DMs are open and you will always have my priority. We got too many crusty white dudes in this field. Please let me help you replace me one day. I want to go back to living in the woods.
You are pathetic.
Well, I guess after these 2 reviews and a couple other reviews that we're starting to see and some of the other goings on within the game, you can go out and retire back into the woods. We could also come over here to Hypnotic and what he ended up creating with the game. Yeah, that's a pretty character right there. That's something. But I also want to come over here to Michael, in which he said, saw someone describe Avowed's dialogue as nice and nice with a frown, which pretty much killed my hype for this game. That's pretty much what I'm seeing when it comes to this game, though. When I'm looking at some of the reviewers coming out here, even people that I trust and admire, I can outright say it looks like it's a big giant of a game. Nothing too crazy going on here, nothing too insane, but all in all, part of the game's broken. It's a very colorful mess, and ultimately it's just good, not great, and not really worth your dollar. But to make it all worse, when we're hearing people discuss how the game's broken in some segments, when you're hearing how they wanted you to play a certain way, it really puts you at ease when you even hear their own game director come out here and say, expect a little jank. Yeah, Avowed game director Carrie Patel says players should expect a little jank.
That's it! Killing you both!
That's really something I want to hear before I go out and buy this game. Ultimately, when it comes to Avowed, what I've been predicting is as follows. The game's not going to do well. It's already coming out on Game Pass day one. People are going to download it for free. They're going to see how it plays, and ultimately they're going to say, yeah, it's okay, but it's not really worth the $70. At the end of the day, the game's more than likely not going to do well, and honestly, it couldn't happen to a worse group of people, considering the art director is a very open liberal who just wants to push ideology all day and night. And we can even come down here for the moment Elon Musk quote tweeted Grums, in which Matt Hansen rejoiced in the fact that he pissed everybody up with the insertion of pronouns, or the sole fact that we could come over here, Avowed art director wants supporters of Donald Trump to feel the sting of shame for the rest of their putrid lives.
Hate you both.
Yeah, this game failing couldn't happen to a better group of people, but I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Let me get your guys' thoughts on all this down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Shout out friends, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video live, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.